We need a new host. We need somebody else because he can't. I'm tired of this. I really am. I really truly am. Okay. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle, and this is the Belle Perspective. And today I'm coming at you with another review for the Belle Collective. This is season 3, according to Carlos King. This is a season 3 reunion. This is part 2. It really didn't need to be that many parts. It's another one next week, y'all. Do y'all feel like it really needed to be this long? Because I don't feel like this episode had that much going on. We literally had a microscope on Latrice's marriage, and it was very uncomfortable in points in time. Anyway, I'm going off a tangent. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Okay, this is a space where we talk about books, movies, TV, all kinds of things on this channel. So if you're looking for an internet community, you found one. Subscribe. If you're returning, welcome back. Okay, you already know the drill. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the episode and my commentary. And don't forget to like this video before you leave. Let's get into the review. Like I said, this entire episode was really just putting a microscope on Latrice Rogers' marriage, and it was very uncomfortable in specific parts. So we pick up where we left off, where the girls were arguing, about to come to blows, which I left off in my last reunion, but I was just so... I was like, okay, I'm tired of this, y'all. I really am. Anyway. So the girl's about to come to blows. Y'all saw Marie running into security trying to make it seem like she was about to hit somebody. But Marie wasn't finna bust a grape in a fruit fight. Child, bye. Okay? Or a food fight. Girl, go on. So they're all in their dressing rooms, and Latrice is talking to her friends, and they're all thinking I'm jealous. Here, no one should be jealous of anyone. No one should want none of this of none of y'all. Okay? Nobody wants none of y'all for none of this. Do you know what? Like, none of that. Latrice shouldn't be jealous of nobody marriage, okay? And Letitia and Marie don't need to be jealous of Latrice, because all y'all, okay, again, Spider-Man versus Spider-Man. Both of y'all, all of y'all in the same predicament, okay? All of y'all are in the same predicament. Anyway, so we get back onto the stage and we open up with Marie's package, and they are talking about her mother. And, Carlos has been incorporating social media and what people have been saying, very much like Andy Cohen and his, reunion style. And Marie was like, I'm not a bully, because that's what the Twitter users have been saying. Marie is a bully, etc., etc. Marie, you know how she is. She get her cell block D voice on. I ain't no bully. I just keep it real. I'm just in search for the truth. That's what I do. That's what I do around here. That's what I do. I'm like, girl, please. Come on, C-Lo from cell block D. M-Lo from cell block D. We round him. That's what we do around him. Get your weight up round him. Girl, please, girl. Yikes. Okay, anyway. So she doing all of that. She said, I clock in for work. Unlike the rest of these women, Tambra don't clock in. Latrice don't clock in. I show my real life. And it's like, well, Marie, they actually show their real lives too. But you so busy trying to get in their business that and the only real life that you actually showed is your mama, and that's it. And the people say that you using your mama as a storyline so that you don't have to tell your real life. So quiet as it's kept, because we all in Latrice business, we all in Tamra business, in terms of like her having a baby and the things that she had to deal with. Like, we all in her business, okay? We all in a business. But what about you, Marie? The only thing I know is that your mama is a substance abuse, is addicted to substances. That's it. That's all we know. We don't know nothing else about Marie. So anyway, Carlos opens the floor for Tamra. And this is where I was like, Carlos, how in the hell do you have an opportunity to sit here, ask Marie, do she think she a bully? Let Marie answer that question for herself. Obviously, she's not going to agree. Then you turn around and ask Tamra, oh, Tamra, do you feel like you don't clock in? I say, well, now why don't you ask Tamra, do you feel like Marie is a bully, and give reasons as to why? Okay, so, and he kind of did a little bit, but I still don't feel like he held Marie's feet to the fire like he should have. Anybody with 2 eyes and 2 ears can watch this show and be like, what the hell? What kind of hard on do Marie Monroe have for Tamra and Latrice? I don't understand. The way Marie come at them, I'm like, I have not. And y'all get in, again, I haven't been watching this show since beginning season 1. I have not seen Latrice nor Tamra go as hard for Marie as she goes for them. I feel like they don't even be featuring her like that. Anyway, so come to find out that Marie told people that Tamra was pregnant prior to Tambra being able to tell people she was pregnant herself. Why did Carlos not hold her feet to the fire? Like, I don't feel like the way that Carlos turned around, got up in Latrice's business about, ABUSC and all this other stuff. He didn't ask her no questions. Marie was like, well, I don't know her like that. I done had nothing to do. So I was just saying, right? I said, well, if you don't know Tambra like that, y'all aren't friends. Why is her business in your mouth, Marie? Why is her business in your mouth if y'all not friends and you don't know her like that? Anyway, you know what? Carlos did not hold Marie feet to the fire. He did not. Basically, the end of that conversation was Marie and Tambra going back and forth. And again, Marie met with over the whole situation with Marie and Letitia meeting with this man. Marie feeling like this is her excuse for meeting with the man, right? The man that Tambra used to be in a relationship with, right? The man that Tambra said that had put his hands on her and things. Marie is saying that she met with the man and she had already apologized to Tambra and she ain't finna kiss nobody ass, right? She already apologized to Tambra, but she met with that man because she feared for her life. Tambra could be putting all of our lives in danger, especially if he was, putting his hands on her. Now, I said, now how in the hell do that work, Marie? If you feel like your life could potentially be in danger because of this particular man, why the hell would you sit down and have lunch with him and get information on the girl? I said, your whole purpose was to get in front of this man so you can get information about Tambra so that you could throw it back up in her face and have dirt on her. That's exactly what y'all said in the episode. And the fact that Carlos King ain't asked these questions, I said, we know who Carlos' favorites is. He let Marie and Letitia get away with pretty much anything. Marie was like, I fear for my life. He could put all our lives in danger. I ain't know what he was going to do. So we needed to figure it out. You need to figure out. So you sit down with somebody who potentially could hurt you, that you say he potentially going to hurt you. Girl, Marie, that don't even make no sense. Even if you tried to make it make sense, girl, please. Instead of ganging up on Akeisha like Marie and Letitia tried to do a couple seasons ago, now they've turned the target onto Latrice and put the target on her back. That's literally what has happened. They're trying to partner or build a relationship with Akeisha, and I feel like it's very, very sad that it somewhat feels like Akeisha is siding with these women, siding with Marie and Letitia. That's what it feels like a little bit to me. I don't want to say that she's 100% siding. I can see she's trying to be Switzerland, but it still feels like Akeisha is siding with Letitia and Marie. Anyway, so they moved the target from Akeisha onto Latrice, and it's just very apparent. It's very apparent and very obvious. So let's move on just a little bit, right? We get JJ and the husbands. So we get Cliff, we get Big Willie, we get JJ with that bullshit in his head. He got done it in his head. He got done in t-shirts. It's just like, don't get me wrong, not Cliff. Don't get me wrong, JJ. Like, you fun, you funny. I like you as a granddaddy. But this got dirty thing, you running into the ground, and it's like, no, you trying to make fetch happen. Stop. Like, please stop. Okay? Please. So I don't know how we got to this, and I only watched the episode once, and I'm not about to try to watch it again because I was just over it. But I don't know what the hell Carlos King was talking about where he said that we got Lil Boosie and Young Miami in my life. No, you got the Boosie part right. Who is supposed to be Young Miami on this stage? Him. Who? Anyway, so here we go with Latrice and Cliff marriage. Now, don't get me wrong. I know Clifton is a trash ass husband. He is chauvinistic, and I do believe he is homophobic, and we'll get into that in just a second. I really do believe that. But they show us the package about Latrice and going back and forth with her husband and how he yoked her up at M-Bar, called her a bitch, and all this other foolishness. Now, it may not be physical ABUSC, but it is verbal ABUSC, and we need to understand that. And I don't feel like the reunion stage in front of all these women who do not like her is the platform to have that conversation. If you are really concerned about this woman, as you should be, because this man is calling his wife a bitch, like, I don't care what day of the week it is. I don't care who it is or how mad you are. My husband, the man that I'm laying down with, best not never call me no bitch. And ain't no, oh, I call him a bitch too. Are you kidding? That is ABUSC, period. If you are that upset and that's how you feel like you're gonna insult that person, I don't know what else y'all would do. But anyway, I'm not gonna go off on that tangent. What I will say is that we know what we saw, the way he grabbed her, the way he was talking to her. So Carlos asked Latrice, do you feel like, this is signs of ABUSC, et cetera, et cetera. Again, I don't feel like this is the platform to have that conversation in front of a whole bunch of women that don't like her on national TV. If you really want to have an intervention, this is not the way to do it, Carlos, if that was what you were trying to do. Because if this girl really is in a situation and it do look like she in a situation, how is she ever going to put her guard down and really be honest and for real? That's what I'm saying. She ain't never going to put her guard down. She going to always have something to prove and back herself into a corner. And I'm just over it. For her mama to say I fuck him up, I said, what he doing over there? For Latrice's own mama to be like, if Cliff was my husband, I would have been fucked him up. Like, how? Girl, anyway. Okay, so Latrice putting up excuses, my man doesn't do that. She actually gives explanations or examples of what she feels like a battered woman would do. I said, instead of answering yes or no, because Carlos asked her flat out, does Clifton put his hands on you? Right? She says a battered woman would do this, this, and this. Girl, the answer is either yes or no. Okay, it's yes or no. It really is, straight up. You don't have to give us examples of what a person who's in a ABUSIVE relationship would do. Like, and both her and Clifton were giving examples. I said, that's not. Are you kidding? That's example. Y'all are not helping y'all case right now. This is not a good look. And honestly, to be for real, this is an ABUSIVE relationship. To come out of your mouth, tracking each other, doing all this foolishness that he doing and calling you whatever he called you. No ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am, no Pam, no turkey. It is that. It is what it is. But again, y'all backing her to a corner, and how she ever gonna let her guard down to try to tell y'all she really need help when y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Carlos included. I didn't like it. It was the most uncomfortable thing ever. I felt like it was just the most uncomfortable thing ever. Clifton says he's demanding. That's not demanding. That's not demanding, sir. You are. That's anyway. So when they talked about marriage and Clifton talking about how they led up to marriage, Clifton said he didn't want to marry her. Oh no, Carlos asked, is the reason why you married Latrice is because she was so young? And he said, no, the heart wants what the heart wants, right? He said, I didn't want to marry her in the beginning. And you saw Gucci in the corner looking like, I said, see, this is not the time nor the place to be trying to have no real intimate conversation between Latrice and Clifton, because nobody on this stage, including Aikisha, is really trying to help them. They just want the tea. So Gucci looking all like, okay, I see that. Like, girl, please, Gucci, please. You over here asking JJ if he's still in love with his ex. Stop. Anyway, so Clifton says that no, he was in love with her. He didn't want to marry her, but she said she was going to leave him and he didn't want her to leave. And that's the only reason why he married her. I got it. Again, Carlos leaning in on Latrice, leaning in. This entire reunion was about Latrice and their marriage. And it was so uncomfortable. My problem with this is that if we're going to talk about fucked up ass marriages, we need to be talking about Letitia. Let's talk about why she wrote a goddamn book called Side Chicks Are Winning. Let's talk about what the fuck Glendale knows where the fuck she is at all times as well. So y'all talking about how Clifton pop up on her. Clifton pops up on Latrice and, sharing each other's location and asking if he has a tracker on her car. You need to be asking Glendale the very same thing. Like, let's not act like Letitia isn't a good, healthy marriage either. Y'all just alluded and joked about how, no paternity test this time. What? But y'all want to put the microscope on Latrice and Clifton. And again, I'm not saying that their marriage don't need an examination. It really, truly does. But if we're going to do that, let's do it all with everybody. That's my point, okay? So then we bring out Josh, and I love Josh. I know people don't like Josh. I know a lot of people think he's meddling. I think Joshua is a wonderful friend, a friend that is going to risk his friendship to tell the truth. And I appreciate that, because that's the type of friend I am. And the exchange between Cliff and Josh was the very most uncomfortable thing I've ever seen. I feel like Clifton is homophobic because Carlos made a comment and said, you all were friends at one point, right? You all were friends. You cared about each other. And Clifton was like, oh, I don't care about him. What you mean? He looking at Big Willie like, what he mean? I don't care about him like that. I don't want, like, duh, you asswipe. Didn't nobody say that y'all was together? What, didn't nobody say that you wanted him? We saying that y'all actually cared about each other as if y'all were actually friends. That is what Carlos was saying, and he was trying to make it seem like, oh, he made some reference to a dog or something like that. And I was like, he is a human. And Gucci said that. She was like, he's human. He was like, no, I don't mean it like that. I said, nah, y'all, this the reason why you don't like Josh is because you homophobic, sir. I'm feeling the undertones. I know it when I see it. I know it when I feel it, and I'm going with that. Okay. Josh opens up and says that he, does feel like he got too far in a business and that he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to be in a business like that. And Clifton tries to apologize for basically what he did at M-Bar, carrying on, and, because he felt like Josh overstepped his boundaries and whatever Josh did, which I still don't know what Josh did anyway. And Cliff hasn't said it. And Josh asked, okay, so what did I do to you to make you feel the way that you felt? He still don't have no answer for him. Don't have no answer for us. So we don't know. Cliff says, oh, I want to just apologize. I just want to apologize, etc., etc. Josh was like, listen, I don't want to accept no apology. I'm not about to do nothing. Listen, I'm gonna mind my business. And honestly, I'm with Josh. I want to support him. I'm supporting him 100%. I feel like Cliff is homophobic, and that's the real reason why he carry on the way that he does with Josh. Period. That period, point blank. I feel like that's what that is. I also feel like Joshua has seen things in their relationship. I feel like he's seen plenty of things in their marriage, and to protect his friend, he ain't gonna say nothing. And the way that Joshua got so emotional, and start crying, I said, oh no, child, he done seen some things, and he love his friend, and he ain't gonna bust her out. But baby, but my thing again, if we're going to tell it all, if we're going to put microscopes on these raggedy ass marriages, because girl, all they ass marriages is raggedy. Well, I don't know about Gucci and JJ. I don't know. But if we're going to put a microscope on raggedy ass marriages, baby, Letitia and Glenn need to be right next. So next episode, we need to be right how the hell Glenn can pop up whenever the hell he want to. If we're gonna be talking about that, if we're gonna be talking about them, we need to be talking about this. And that's all. And that's it. That's all. Okay. And that's it. That's all. I'm just over them. Okay. Anyway, get down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the episode. Let me know what you think about my commentary. And I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like this video before you leave. Take care.